The red light. Hey everybody, this is Troy Alexander. We are back one more time on Hamilton Radio. I'm excited to be back one more time just to encourage you to dream, to take that step and do what? You know, walk with purpose into your destiny. We are here with some amazing guests, but before I get to them, I got a few things that I got to share with you. You know, every week, y'all, that we do a Points of Purpose on Facebook. We put it Points of Purpose with Troy Alexander. So listen, I got to just share one tonight before we get to our guests and then just give you a few updates on a few other things. This Point of Purpose, there is a cost, but your healing is worth it. I'm telling you right now, listen, whatever you're dealing with, whatever place you're trying to get to in life, whatever it might be, you got to, there's a cost. It's going to cost you something. And we're going to talk about that. And every week we talk about sacrifice and what it costs to get here. Your time, it might cost your information, it might cost money, it might cost, listen, some cases, it might cost your family and friends. Sometimes, listen, I'm telling you, it's some things about everybody's not meant to be in your path, in your journey, but I'm telling you right now, continue to walk with purpose into your destiny. I got people, y'all, got my nieces, but there's folks that I used to be with, but because my destiny took me that way, and they were going that way, listen, we went in two different paths. We still love each other, but we went in two different paths. So I'm telling you right now, continue to walk with purpose, but understand it's going to cost you something. And are you willing to sacrifice and make the cost? Because the value of where you're trying to go is so valuable. Where you're trying to get to, the value cannot be compared to where you are right now. So I just wanted to encourage you that. Listen, I got another event coming up on July 27th, the last Saturday of this month, called Mentoring at the Mall. Listen, I had one before, and I'm telling you, it was amazing. So no cost. Got 3 slots available, any age, right? But if you're under 18, you got to come with a parent or a guardian. But it's at the Menlo Park Food Court, y'all. Yes, I said it, at the food court at 10 a.m. You meet us there for a whole hour, and we talk about your goals, about your purpose, about your vision, about your goals, and how can we help you do what? Take that next step. So if you're interested, email me at IAMINSPIREDTROY@gmail.com, IAMINSPIREDTROY@gmail.com, or you can hit me up, direct message me on Facebook as well if you're interested, but connect with me, CALLEDTOINSPIRE@AOL.com. Listen, I'm telling you right now, connect with me. There's always a way. So Mentoring at the Mall is coming up, and guess what, y'all? Our Dreamers Club. I'm so excited about our Dreamers Club that's coming up. The Dreamers Club is a mentoring initiative where, again, we help anybody of any age to take that step toward their goals. Whatever goal it is, whatever age you are, and every week or every other week or once a month, whatever the need is, we will connect with you and pour into you. Because I've said before, everybody needs somebody. I didn't get here by myself. I know that neither didn't get here by a man. None of us got here by ourselves. Somebody helped us to get over it. I'm telling you, I'm willing to raise my hand and say, I'll be that one. So just wanted to encourage you on that. And October 5th, I want everybody, we're having our 1-year radio show anniversary at the E Hotel Banquet and Conference Center on October 5th from 10 a.m. till about 12:30. Come out. You're going to meet people who have come on to the show and have been here, amazing guests. We're having a fashion show. Yes, we are. I'm telling you, it's going to be and a buffet breakfast. So I'm telling you, if you're able to come out, it's $30 for a buffet breakfast, fashion show, and networking. We're going to inspire and encourage. I'm going to share some words. Some of our guests going to have some words. So if you're able to come out, October 5th, 10 a.m. to 12:30 at the E Hotel Banquet and Conference Center in Raritan Center, Edison, New Jersey. So listen, we're getting ready to go into our interview with our amazing guests, but continue to follow us. We're on Facebook at Troy Alexander, and also follow us on Instagram, because y'all know I take pictures. So I am a photographer, so Pick by Design, at Pick by Design. Follow us there, and I'm telling you, you will be inspired and you will be encouraged. I'm so grateful tonight. And listen, if you want to call into the show, ask myself a question or a wonderful guest, 609-807-2492. That's 609-807-2492. Listen, this is show number 57, y'all. Let's give it up. Show number 57 right here on Hamilton Radio. But listen, our wonderful guest tonight, we have Anetha, Virginia Jenkins, and we have Amanda Lee Jenkins. Can we give it up for them? I'm telling you, listen, I'm going to do a little bit, but Amanda Lee Jenkins, she is 17 years of age, and one of there's so much that she's done, but one of the things that she's done most recently, she has been named now she's in high school now. She has been named the 2019 Player of the Year in golf and the 2018 Coaches Award. And there's so much more, but I'm going to stop there. But amazing, amazing, amazing. And then we have Anetha Virginia Jenkins. She is 19 years of age. She is in college. And she has amazing soccer career, but she is she's going to be a sophomore. She's about to be, but she started as the starting goalie for the soccer team in her college. So can we listen? And they do so much more, but I want to get to the interview. Welcome, Amanda, and welcome, Anita. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So we're so glad. So make sure you're talking to the mic when you answer. So, so we're so happy to have you both. And listen, I got to ask you first of all, did you ever see yourself where you are? And I'll start with Anita. Did you ever see yourself as the starting goalie of a collegiate Division II soccer team?
Wow, that is a really good question. But to be honest, I've seen myself like just playing soccer for honestly the rest of my life. Probably not starting in college, but I did work my way up to it. Once I was like, soccer's gonna be my life. I said I want to take it further. I want to take it, further in college. So here I am. God is good.
Yes.
And here I am.
Awesome. Listen, well, we're so proud of you. Listen, I don't know how many freshmen actually start, especially at goalie, because I mean that's like the critical position. So I'm so proud of you. We're so proud of you. I'm gonna go to our amazing young lady over here, Amanda. Listen, first of all, I play golf a little bit. I came up young, and my dad was kind of teaching me a little bit, and it's not easy. Golf is like hard. I mean, to hit that little ball with a golf club, I mean, so square to get it where you want it to go. So how did you get involved with golf?
Yeah, it's a really technical sport, and like a lot of people start at the age of like 3, 4,
right.
And not a lot of minorities play the sport. But I started in middle school, and I really never saw myself playing golf because I started with soccer, my sister and I. And we passed a golf course once, and I was like, I want to try this sport. Like, I don't see a lot of me in it.
Right.
So I was like, I want to try this sport. Like, wow. I want to work hard at it, and I want to be good at it. So that's what I did, and I still practice like every day today, and I just work hard, and it is the most difficult sport I've ever played because you can't just pick up,
right.
In other sports you just run, you can
right.
do that, you can work on conditioning, but golf, it's muscle memory,
wow.
It's technical skills, hitting that ball right where it's supposed to be, right. Like it's the smallest thing that can not work. So
I know it's hard.
It's very technical, very mental. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm gonna talk more, but I'm so amazed at you being the most valuable player in 2019 in your high school. I mean, that's powerful. I mean, that's listen, you just don't wake up one morning and become that. That takes a lot of work. Yeah. And we're going to talk about that as well. But listen, Anetha, now I got to ask you, how did becoming a goalie come about? Because at first when I saw you were playing when younger, you weren't always a goalie, were you?
No, I wasn't.
Right. So how did that come about?
It's actually funny. I was a very chubby kid, and my mom was like, you got to do something about this. We have to put this girl in soccer, have her running around or doing something. But I wasn't always a goalkeeper. But one game, my teammate, unfortunately, she got hurt. And coach was like, who wants to go and goal? And I just volunteered as a joke. And I was actually really good. And coach was like, this is your spot now. Wow. So I honestly thank God for that opportunity because now I love it. Now I'm really amazing at it, and now I will go further with it. And
yes, she is. She is amazing. I'm telling you, she's amazing and so much. Listen, just really quick, even in high school, you were the starting goalie in high school.
Yes, I was.
And from what I understand, of the 3 years that you were the starting goalie, your high school won the division championship. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Listen, I'm telling you. You got to give it up to these amazing. Listen, I told you on the video that I did for this show, I said, listen, Serena and Venus are good, but these sisters right here, they are going to a place where they can't even imagine. So we're so proud of you in that. Listen, let me go back here to Amanda, because when did you really start making a commitment to golf? because I don't remember. I'm like,
Yeah.
when I listen. I woke up one morning and she was MVP. I mean, you just don't do that. So like, what age did you like start to?
So, around 8th grade, I believe I started in the beginning of 8th grade. So right before I went into high school, not long ago actually, because when I first started, I didn't know much about the sport, and like I said, I passed the golf course, and I was like, I want to be good at that sport. I want to try it. So it did come out of the blue, because everyone was like, oh, I thought you were playing soccer. I'm playing
Right.
soccer as well. It's
Right.
just, I really wanted to be good at golf, and I picked it up. I loved it. I love it now still. So, yeah.
Listen, I don't know. She's talking like golf, like walking down the street. I mean, I don't understand. I'm telling golf is so technical. I mean, not only like it involves math, it involves like calculus.
Yeah.
You know, to know what 7 club and the 5 club and the pitching wedge. I mean, all those go a certain distance.
Yeah.
The 3 wood. So you're like one day, oh, I'm just gonna play golf.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about the sport either. I learned it through, there's a program called The First Tee. It's where you first start golf, and that's when I first started. I learned the rules, and I really learned it's so mental, because if you give up on yourself before you even swing that ball, you're not going to hit it, you know? So you have to have the mental strength as well as the physicality to play the sport.
Wow,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, listen, I'm so proud of you both. Let me come back over here. Now, I got to ask you, Anita, what would you say, because the goalie is the key, I mean, that's the person keeping the ball out. So what would you say are some of the key skill sets? Because again, you didn't begin there. So what did you have to learn in order to be where you are now? I'm telling you, starting soccer goalie for a collegiate Division II school. What did you have to learn?
It wasn't always easy being a keeper, because growing up, what I've learned is that the keeper is like the quarterback of the field. You know, we see everything, we see every player, and it's important because some keepers should know how to play some other positions, just in case. So being a keeper is not really easy, you know, mentally, you know, when you get scored on, are you going to fold or are you going to expand during that game and further on? You know, so you can't just, you know, let down. It's a really serious game, and you have to be physically fit for it. You know, I was never always fit. I was always good at the sport, very good. But, you know, now that, like, I'm getting fitter, I'm getting better. So.
Awesome. Listen, I'm telling you, now both of these young ladies play soccer. And the one thing that I was always amazed, like, all you do is run. I mean, that's literally all you do all day is run.
10 miles a game.
What is it?
A field player runs 10 miles every game.
10 miles every game?
Yes.
Yep.
Wow. Well, I guess you can count me out. But 10 miles every game.
Yes.
That's amazing. I got it. But you said something so powerful, Anetha. It was that somebody unfortunately had gotten hurt that allowed you to take the place and then see something that you never saw for yourself in that moment. So all I'm telling you, listen, is I've always said on this show, be ready. So when the door opens, to walk through the door. Listen, you've been knocking on the door for so long. When the door opens, be ready to walk through it. And the other thing I said, what you said to me is that the keeper has to be able to also not only see the field, but know where everybody is supposed to be. Because again, you might have to take that position one day and go out. So that is so, and I'm telling you, I've seen, and just in all transparencies, these are my nieces. So I'm so proud of them. So I'm so proud. So, but you have to be, now, in your mind, what in the mental part, how do you prepare yourself for a game?
Man, honestly, I just go out on the field. I know what I'm made of. I know I've been working to get here. You know, I practice almost every day. So I'm really not really nervous. I'm not nervous at all.
Wow.
It's a sport I love. Why be nervous doing something you love?
Wow.
So,
I love it. Go ahead. I love it. Oh, listen. Let me come over here. Now, Amanda, I got to ask you because, you know, like you said, golf is such a mental sport. Do you have a certain routine, or is there anything that you do before a match that helps you to prepare yourself?
So there are 2 different modes you have to take on. There's like when you're practicing for 3 or 4 hours, or you're preparing for a match.
Right.
Practice is all about the technical things. So you're thinking about how to take the club back, what clubs are you going to use, that sort of thing. You're thinking the entire time. But when you're ready for the match, that all has to go out. You can't get too technical out there. You have to just take your swing, be confident with what you have.
Right.
Because if you're trying to fix your swing or fix or change anything while you're out on the course, it's not going to work out. You have to stick to your game. And if you don't play as you want to, continue to play. But once you're done with that match, go to practice and work on that, because you have to stay in that same mode and be consistent in your mindset when you're out there.
Listen, my nieces are brilliant, y'all. I'm telling you, they're smart. So that is phenomenal. Now listen, because you were talking about the difference between practice mode and actual. Now, do you all have a caddy in high school, or are you picking your own club? Like, are you determining what club to hit, or is there somebody helping you?
Well, for high school golf and collegiate golf as well, you carry your own bag and you pick your own clubs and everything like that.
Okay.
It's only at a professional level where you have caddies and that such.
So you're not able to consult with anybody about which club to hit?
It's against the rules. You'll get disqualified.
Really? Wow, you can't go on your smartphone or whatever, your watch, whatever it is,
Nope.
the iWatch, whatever it is?
No,
you can't do none of that?
And then we also got in foursomes. 2 of the people on the same team, and the 2 others are on the same team as well, different teams. So when I'm out there, say, with one of my partners, we're not allowed to help one another.
Really?
You'll be disqualified if you try to read a putt or I think you should use a 7 instead of 8 and 8.
Right.
You cannot do that.
Now I got to ask you, because I know that on the professional level, the golfers, or at least the caddies, are able to go onto the course prior and kind of see how it, like the lay of the land. And are you able, like when you go to a new course for a match, are you able to go there before the match?
Oh, okay, that's a good question. So for high school golf, we don't usually do that, but we've played the course before.
Okay.
When I play golf outside of school and I do different matches outside of school, I usually go before, like 2 or 3 days before, scope out. I obviously play a round, a practice round that doesn't count for anything, and I just, beware of, bunkers or any hazards that I see, and keep that in mind for when I go out and play the match.
Awesome. Listen, wow, I'm learning stuff today, y'all, that I'm like, wow. They're amazing, phenomenal. Now, Anita, I gotta ask you, on the practice, on the getting ready for the season, because listen, I haven't seen all her videos, but I hear about her videos are like the workout, like they're better than Billy Blanks, they're better than I don't know who out there now got a video, but so you're like this phenomenal, amazing. You're a machine. So how long do you exercise for? Like, is it every day? Is it every other day? Is it 2, 3, 4 hours? Like, what is your regimen?
I try to work out at least twice a day, sometimes 3 times, but that's just the route I'm going in. I want to see more from myself, so I'm pushing my body more. I know what I can handle. I know what I can't handle, and I'm just pushing myself right now. So. Wow,
listen, y'all, I'm talking to Anetha, Virginia Jenkins, and Amanda Lee Jenkins. They are phenomenal. Anetha, listen, she was the starting goalie for her collegiate, not high school. Well, that too, that as well, but high school as well as collegiate Division II school. And my other niece here, Matt, she is the MVP in golf for 2019, the Coaches Award for 2018. Phenomenal, and I'm so proud of them. I got to ask you something else. Again, you talked about the exercise and the regiment. Now, is there like an eating thing that you got to go on to, like a diet, or like is there something that goes? Because some people might say, well, listen, all you do is kind of like go from side, like you only got but so much to cover. Mm-hmm. So do you got to really be in shape?
Long ago in the goalkeeping world, you didn't really have to be in shape. But these days, like coaches and people do expect you to be in physical shape. I'm not saying like you can't like eat healthy like all the time or something, but I do eat healthy all the time. It's just, you can have a little something here and there, but make sure you're on your regimen. Make sure you're strict with that. I don't really like calling it a diet. Just eat clean every day. You wake up in the morning, you have more energy, drink a cup of water before your your first meal, drink a cup of water right after your last meal. It's a little regimen. I don't like to say diet. I just don't like that word because
right. Okay.
people don't like diets. So, and I don't like them either.
I hear that.
And plus, I know I'm an athlete, so we
Yes.
have to eat very clean.
Yes.
So that's a part. That's also a part of just knowing what to do.
Absolutely. So now I gotta ask you because when the team runs, you don't get a pass, do you? Like you be like, well, that's the goalie, so the goalie can sit on the side while the other team goes and run 500 laps.
No, actually, my coach knows. My coach knows I can keep up with the girls. So when he sees me trailing behind a little bit, he's like, AJ, like, let's go. Because he knows me as a keeper. He knows I'm a hard worker. And when I'm, trailing behind, I'm a little lazy, he knows. But, I just keep working.
Awesome. Well, that's phenomenal. Amanda, now you play soccer as well. And you play, you both of you. Now let me ask you, before, do you play any other sport? So you got golf, soccer, is there anything else that you do?
Just golf and soccer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just soccer.
Okay, listen, I want to know, I don't know, y'all may be archery champions, I don't know, you know what I mean? Y'all might be one of them whatever the dart thing is called. So that's awesome. So let me ask you again about golf and just in terms of the preparation and so forth. Is there any physical training involved? Because golf is not always about, how much muscle you have. So do you do any muscle training or any type of exercise to prepare for golf?
Okay, that's a really good question because a lot of people look at golf and they're like, okay, you just swing, it's not, you don't really need the, you don't lift weights or anything like that. But what puts me in a good position is that I'm also a soccer player. I'm a center defender, and you have to be physically very strong for that. So I just joined my sister in her workouts, ask her like what I should do, what are her D2 like defenders doing. I do those workouts. Even we have regimens for like my high school. So I just follow that, and really soccer, the workouts, they translate to golf. So I really don't have to worry about saying, oh, I'm working out for golf. I just work out for soccer, stay on that regimen, and then it'll transfer right to golf. So I've never really, said, oh, I'm going to go work out for golf. I'm really just running for soccer, and it's going to transfer.
So now listen, y'all, these are some amazing young ladies. Please get to know them, connect with them, and we'll be able to connect you. So if they want to give out their social medias at the end, it's fine. But listen, if you want to call into the show, ask myself a question, or ask these amazing athletes, young ladies, a question, 609-807-2492, 609-807-2492. Listen, and they are brilliant. They are smart. Listen, I'm telling you right now, our wonderful Anita here, listen, she's maintaining a 3.51 GPA in college. Freshman, getting ready to go into her sophomore year. And our amazing Amanda, listen, she 4.0 GPA. I'm just saying, these are some brilliant young ladies, and I'm so proud of them. And let me tell you this, there's no limit. Wherever they want to go, they can go. I heard my niece over here on this side said, listen, she said, I'm coming back. She said, you're going to have me back on your show when I go and win for the women's U.S. Soccer team, World Cup. Right? Right? That's what you said? Yeah. So she's already made a declaration about what's to come. So so shout out to the United States women's soccer team. Listen, we're so proud of you, World Cup champs. What? I think it's like three times in 4 years or 3 times in 5. Amazing. And so that is one of your aspirations. Is that right?
Yes.
Now, do you know how do you know how one becomes gets on that team? Is there like a selection process, or is it I'm not sure if you know?
A lot of the coaches from that team, they look at the players from, Stanford, Harvard, or a lot of those Ivy League or high up D1 schools. Right. But I don't go to a D1 school. I go to Georgian Court University. It's a small D2 school. We're very good at soccer. But with my trust in God and my confidence and how high my confidence is,
yes.
the route I'm going, the sky is the limit.
No limit.
no matter where
That's
you
right.
go, you can achieve absolutely anything you want to achieve.
I love it.
You just can't ask God to help you achieve it. You can't ask him, but you got to put in some work.
Yes.
You can't just sit there. It's like you're asking God. You're sitting by a chair and you're like, God, can you put me on this chair? That's something you can do.
Come on now. Come on now.
So it's important for you to just continue to ask God to help you, but do your part as well, because God is not going to do everything for you.
Do your part. Do your part. Listen, that's powerful. And listen, we have already, if that's where you want to be, and if that's where you're destined to be, the way is already made. You have to just put yourself in the way. Listen, I got a show at 7 o'clock. Was talking about the man had to put himself in the position to receive what God had for him. So you keep putting yourself in the position and keep on. I'm telling you, I'm so proud of you, and I can't listen. That's why at the end of all of my shows, I take pictures with my guests and I get their autograph, because I don't know. One day they may be off travel. I'm like, where is Anita? She's in this country. She's in that country. But I'm having an autograph tonight. So sorry. So Amanda, I gotta ask you again. You're it's just so much that you've done in your short life of going from high school. Well, you're in high school and even prior to that, but you know, there's so much. What would you say sacrifice? Because a lot of athletes talk about I just finished watching the ESPYs and all of those who won awards and different things, and they talked a lot about sacrifice. And so what would you say is the cost of you reaching the place of being MVP? Because I know there is some sacrifice involved, and so what would that be for you?
All right, so just in terms of like being a teenager, like you're so used to going to social events and like you make a lot of friends, and you know your teenage years are the times where you should be doing that, but sometimes you do have to sacrifice that to be like I said to myself, I wanted to be good at this sport.
Wow.
So in order to do that, I made that declaration to myself. I had to sacrifice time, say, oh, I want to hang out with friends. Oh, no, I have to go to golf practice.
Right,
Small things like that. But I know it'll pay off in the end.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes it will. Yes, it will. I got to ask you, do you spend time outside of the school practice?
I do. This summer, I also work at a golf course, and I teach kids how to play golf.
Go ahead. Talk
So
about it.
I get to play at a country club up top.
Right.
And so right after work, I'm practicing.
Wow.
So, yeah.
You're there.
Yeah.
Listen. You can't write this script. I don't know. Listen, who would ever think, well, okay, I'm playing golf. I am the MVP, just to say, and I'm going to work at a golf place so I can practice. That's amazing.
Yeah, if you put yourself in the environment, you'll get better at it.
Go ahead. Yeah. Give me 5 months. Say it again.
You have to put yourself in that
In the
environment. Yeah.
I love it. Listen, that's why you got to put yourself in the environment, and guess what? It'll help you grow. And that's why I always tell you, stay connected with people. You know what? Listen, if you're trying to reach a mountaintop, connect yourself with some people that have already climbed it. You know, or at least going in that direction. So it is the power of. This is why I bring amazing people onto my show who have achieved amazing. Because I need to be even inspired. I'm inspired by them. Yes, I'm telling you.
Thank
So it's amazing. So you go right from work right to practice.
Yep.
Now how do you both balance? Because you're you know, you got school, you got your personal life, you got your family, you got your sport. I don't know if you have any other hobbies or interests that you're involved in. I don't know if you're giving of yourself to, but how do you balance, you know, the work requirement in terms of the athlete, and then also balancing school and balancing everything else in life? I'm gonna start with Amanda first on this one. How do you balance?
So during the school year, it is really difficult because, as you know, golf matches, they take like 2 to 3 hours in high school, and soccer games actually, they take like 2 hours as well. So sometimes I'm getting back really late from away games, 8 o'clock. 9 p.m. at night.
Wow.
And I board at my school, so that does make it a little easier. But once I'm back, I have to really channel in and focus on my homework and know I have school in the morning. So it is difficult, but you just have to do what you got to do what you want to do. So
Girl. I'm gonna have y'all back on my show. So before I get to you, cause I want to get to you about, how do you balance everything? Is how much sleep do y'all get? Like are y'all getting like 2 or 3 hours of sleep a night? What do you?
Oh my goodness, not enough.
Okay.
But I know it's gonna pay off in the end. I know.
She can't even listen. It's so low. She can't even tell you, y'all. Like her sleep is so. The number is not even 1. It's like 0.3578. You know what I'm saying? You got to get a calculator to kind of figure out the. All right. So on your point, how do you balance? And I'm coming to you with the sleep. How do you balance like all of that?
Like my sister said, it's really not easy. There was a couple of times where we came from a game around 12 a.m. and I had an 8 a.m. the next day.
Wow.
And I'm on there doing homework. I'm doing homework going to the game. I'm doing homework coming back from the game. But it's what you want to do. This is what you want to do. This is what I want to do for life.
Wow.
I'm putting my foot forward. I'm being responsible, and I'm doing what I need to do, like my sister said, in order to do what I want to do.
Oh, come on now. Y'all, all right now. Y'all have these quotes going all over the show now. You'll be writing the book soon. So about sleep, like on average, I mean, is it really like 3 hours a night or 4 hours?
Yeah,
5?
I would say like
6.
5,
Yeah,
5, 6.
6.
See,
Really?
high school, it's a bit different because you do have a set schedule. You don't get to choose your classes, so
Right.
like 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. But it's pretty low. It is.
I'm telling you, it's on that negative scale, y'all. So I gotta ask you because, like all of us, like the human nature is to be nervous at different times of life. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people say, "Well, aren't you nervous?" I have a caller calling in, but sometimes we get nervous, about the show. Is that a caller, producer? All right, so I'm not sure, maybe we just got some music playing in the background there for a quick minute, but don't let me know if it's a caller. But I gotta ask you, do you ever feel not so much nervous but pressure? Because nervousness, can be a little different than pressure. So do you ever feel pressure or maybe even nervous at the tee? Because I remember when I would go with my dad. Now it was just having fun. I'm on the first tee. Everybody looking at me, and I'll be like, "All right, Lord, please let me hit this ball, not over in the woods." Yeah. But so, do you ever get nervous or feel pressure? And if yes, how have you dealt with that?
Yeah, I definitely feel pressure and I'm definitely nervous. But one thing in golf is that when you first hit that ball, once I hit the first shot on the tee box, hole 1, my nerves go away.
Hello.
You have to.
We have a caller.
Okay.
Hi, caller.
Hello.
Hi.
You're on Inspiration with Troy Alexander. How are you? Are you there?
Yes.
Yes. And what is your question? How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Great.
Yes, I have a question for Anita and Amanda.
Okay.
My question is, how did you know the sport, how did you know that was the sport? I know that Amanda said that she has played golf and soccer. At what point did you know that this is the sport that you want to do ongoing and not try out basketball or try a different sport?
All right, that's a good question. Like I said before, golf is a sport where there are not a lot of people that look like me. So I said, all right, you look at Serena Williams, you look at Tiger Woods, you look at these great people, and you look at what they've accomplished in a sport where they shouldn't have been playing in from the start. So I said, I want to do something like that. I want to be a record setter. I want to break records, I want to do things like that, and I want to achieve, and I want to be successful. So I said, golf, I'm going to try this sport. I'm going to work hard at it. It wasn't really a moment where I said, oh, this sport is for me, but I knew that if I worked hard, it would be for me.
Wow, awesome. So let me ask you, how did you know soccer was like the sport?
Just like my sister said, you know, growing up, I didn't really see a lot of goalies that looked like me. But there was one time when I was watching the U.S. women's national team, the 99ers, and Brianna Scurry, I saw her and I was like, wow, like that can really be me one day. Like if she's there, I can be there too. And like she just inspired me from that day forward.
Awesome.
So.
Awesome. Thank you, caller. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Listen, I'm telling you, you both are truly an inspiration. And so I know you were talking about, you know, like the pressure and nervousness. So you were saying like the first tee, first.
Yeah, like once you hit that first ball, my nerves do go away. But, you know, there's a lot of pressure because you are playing with other people.
Yes.
And that first shot is their impression of you.
Yes.
So, and it is your competitor. So you want to hit that shot well. You want to show them like, I didn't come here to play.
Right,
like I'm here.
right.
I have that swing. I'm here, you know.
Right.
So yeah, there's a lot of pressure, but just dealing with it is just working hard and just, you know, just knowing. And another thing that really helps is knowing that I have academics on my side. Like just knowing that academics is the first thing in my life, and I do want to become an engineer or a computer science when I get older, and that's my main goal.
Right.
So just knowing that I can work towards that as well, it doesn't put too much pressure. It lightens it up a little bit.
Awesome. Oh my goodness. And this amazing lady on this side. Listen. What? Any? I mean, are you like out there like just like? Okay, I got this. Yeah, got an eye, or I got this, or after that first save, you feel a little better.
Yes. I do walk on the field with nerves, and sometimes I do feel pressured. But like once I make that first save, I'm just like, I got this, because like I mean, there's really no reason that anyone should feel pressured playing the sport that they love, especially around people who aren't playing it and just watching you.
Right.
You know, because that's you on the field, that's you on the golf course. You know,
Right.
that's you on the basketball court. You know, doing your thing. So.
Well, listen, can we give applause for these amazing young ladies? I'm telling you, they are phenomenal. And listen, I'm just going to say, I mean, I do feel somewhat comfortable. I mean, I was the MVP of my baseball high school varsity team. So I'm just saying, just put it out there, you know. And I did win my basketball championships in the town league. Yeah, I did.
Awesome.
And I was a center, too. I'm just saying. But anyway, so I feel right at home with these amazing MVPs and amazing young ladies. So I got to ask you, let me start with you, Anita. Now, you talked about, you know, wanting to make the U.S. soccer team, U.S. women's
Or the
soccer team.
Trinidadian one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either one.
Awesome,
Wherever
awesome. So
God
you're gonna
leads
be in the
me.
World Cup.
Yes.
Like, you're gonna
I'm
be-
going to be in the World Cup.
Yes.
2023. I don't know on whose team, but I'm playing. I'm planning. That's
2023,
my
y'all just gonna be in the
plan.
World Cup. Awesome. I love it. I love it.
That is my plan.
And so do you because at this point is it a professional career? Because I know they get somewhat paid, but it's not. I'm not sure if it's enough to kind of make like a full. But I guess they can, right? Because I know the women got I think like $250,000 I think each or something like that for the Women's Cup or something, and the men get $1 million. That's a separate little conversation, y'all. We're not go,
Yeah, they get a certain amount of money to split
Right.
between all 23 players.
Got it.
So,
Right.
and then the men get more than that to split between.
Right.
all
Well,
nine.
you're gonna have endorsements anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. As a
God be
matter
the
of fact,
glory, yes.
I'm already putting down. She's gonna be on the Wheaties box as well. I'm just saying. I just put it out there. We have an I am declaration on this show where we speak things into existence.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. So that is wonderful. So endorsements and 2023.
Yes.
I write that down. 2023. All right now. I'm excited and my hope and prayer is I can get to wherever you're playing. So
Yes, you would have a ticket. You would
y'all
have
might
a
be
ticket.
somewhere over in where was the U? It was in what? Do you know where it was?
France.
France?
France, yes.
So phenomenal.
2023 will be in Australia. The
Oh!
Australians, they already announced it. So,
We're going to
yeah.
Australia, y'all. All right now. On the Bobby. I think that's what they say, right? No, that's a different. No, never mind. Anyway. But we're going. We're going to Australia, y'all. We're going to Australia now. I gotta ask you here, Amanda. Anetha. Amanda. See, I was because both are with A's.
Yeah,
so I'll be
yeah.
trying to. So I gotta ask you. So now, do you? So if the door opened for you to play professional golf, is that a door that you would have walked through, or would you be like, you know, I'm not certain I want to stick with the computer scientist and the biochemical engineer route. But if there was somebody who came around and said, you know what, and they saw your talent, they see where you've come and what potential you have, would you explore that?
100% I would. The LPGA is, a widely known organization for professional female golfers, and there definitely isn't a person that looks like me on that tour. Wow. There actually have been a few, but they haven't been the faces of the tour. The faces of the tour have been either Asian or of European descent of such. So I 100% would, but it's really where God leads me. And I don't know yet, the Lord, I don't know yet, but the Lord knows. He knows my journey. He knows where I'm going to go. So I'm just going to trust in him and take that route.
So you're going to be like the Tiger Woods of the LPGA. I'm just saying. I'm just saying for the next 10, 15 years, 20 years, you're going to be on top of the game. I love it. Now caddies, I think they make about 10% or 5% or something other. Can I be your caddy?
Yeah,
now,
you can.
I can't help you pick no club now. I can't help you pick. You're going to have to pick all the clubs. I'm just carrying the bag. I'm just saying. So.
Well, the thing about caddies is that they know the game very well.
She just kicked me to the curb,
So
y'all. I'm just saying, you got to know the game. Listen, I do play golf now.
You got to study, and I'll.
I know like the difference between a 5 iron and a 8 iron.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm just saying. Basically, she said, no, you can't be my caddy. Thank you. I need more help than that. But no, that's awesome. So you would take that route. Phenomenal. I love it. Listen, I'm looking forward to, because listen, everybody on this show, I just saw a young man that I know of. He's on The Neighborhood, which is on Channel 2, I believe on every Monday night. So I just saw him. I think he's aged between 10 and 12 years of age, and he's an actor. So he's on the show with Cedric the Entertainer. So he's actually was on that show this past week. So I saw it on demand, took a picture of it because they're out in California. And so, listen, I'm telling you, you never know who's going to be on this show. Yeah. But these young ladies right here, I'm telling you, get their autograph, do a selfie with them. You see you walking down the street, say, hey, get a selfie with you. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth a whole lot of money. So we're so proud. I got to ask you, what is it? What would you say that it is that keeps you motivated? Because I would think all of us get tired, all of us. But have you ever had a moment where you felt like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this, like I'm just tired? Like, I'm not saying for a long time, but have you ever had a moment? And if yes, what keeps you motivated to be at such a high level?
I've definitely had moments where I've asked myself, like, do I want to continue playing soccer because of, a lot of pressure I was going through. But then again, it comes down to you. Do you want to do it? Do you love what you're doing? And you're not just doing it because people are telling you to do it. Right. Because it's really important. Like, when I say it comes down to you, it comes down to absolutely you. If you don't want to do it, then you need to change your path and you need to do what you want to do. Wow. Awesome. You can't do things for people. Wow. Because they're not doing anything for you. You're doing it for them. So you continue to do what you want for you. It's so important. So I really do stress that a lot to other people. And they stress it a lot to me, which I really appreciate it. But I do want to do soccer for me. Not because my parents put out all this money for me. Not because, they support me and all that stuff. It's because I want to do it myself. This is what I love doing. Awesome. So that's really important. Awesome. So.
And let the church say amen.
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 Awesome. So what keeps you motivated? Because I know sometimes your body might get tired, your mind, because you do a lot. I mean, not that you don't do a lot of processing your mind, but golf I know is really, you got to think like really, as opposed to, because soccer, they're coming at you, got to kind of figure out. But golf is, like I said, I play golf, and it's really, I mean, you have to calculate, like the distance. Listen, you have to calculate the distance where you are to the pin, whether you want to hit it to the hole or hit it before the hole, or if there's a hill on what side of the hill. There's so much that has to go to every single shot. Do you ever get like tired, and what keeps you motivated to be the best at what you do?
Yeah, that's a good question. So every golfer, including me, we know that golf is the game of mistakes. It really is. There is no round that you're going to go into without a challenge, without an error of any sort. So what I learned, because I'm like a perfectionist, so at times I don't like to make mistakes. But golf has really taught me that how do you get out of those mistakes? The best golfers are the ones that get out of those tough spots, are able to hit those tough shots out of, the rough or any areas like that. So what keeps me motivated is knowing that I'm going to make mistakes when I get out there. But what am I going to do when I'm in the trees?
Wow.
What's your next step? Are you going to,
Right.
So it's really about what are you going to do to get out of this? And that's where the mental part comes in, because if you've made a mistake and you're remembering that mistake as you're going to the next ball, it's not good. So you have to have a short-term memory. Say, okay, that last hole, I bogeyed it. Okay, so that wasn't my best.
Right.
What am I going to do so I can shoot par? Or what am I going to do to birdie this hole?
Wow.
And there was actually a round where I played, like, in the county tournament. I came in 8th place. And I had double bogeyed, like, a hole, and the next hole was a par 3, and I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, you didn't do well in that hole. What are you gonna do? I on that par 3, I hit the green and I birdied it. So,
wow.
and the person that was watching us, we call them like the guard who takes score and stuff. She was like, wow, Amanda, this game did not get to you, because she knew I was having a tough time on that last hole. You can't let that hole get to you, because you can come back. I was able to bring my score up just by birdieing that hole.
Right.
So what are you going to do? That's the question.
Right. Well, listen, I love that. And I love what you said was that if I go into the trees, because listen, at the end of the day, everybody going into
the professionals.
Yes. Everybody goes into the tree or the sand trap. Everybody goes into something at some point in some time in life.
Yeah.
So, just so I can show my little niece, I do know a little bit about golf. Par 3 means that it should only take you 3 swings to get the ball into the hole. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So her birdie means she got to hit it 2 swings. So I'm just saying, so that's awesome. I got to ask you both, what would you say to this point in your life has been the biggest challenge that you've had to overcome? Whether it's athletically, personally, whatever it is in life, because this show is really about encouraging everybody to take that step, to have a dream, take the step, and walk with purpose into your destiny. But also included in that, which is what I love what you said and what you said as well, is the fact that, listen, every hole is not going to be, I'm going to hit it in the fairway. Every game is not going to be, I'm going to stop every goal. People are going to score goals. But what do you do after that? That tells about the maturity of a person. What do you do? How do you maintain the composure? So what would you say has been the biggest challenge of your life, whether it's athletically or whether it's academically or personally, and how did you face it and how did you overcome it?
Definitely the biggest has been athletically. If you've known me personally, you've known that I've struggled, losing weight, with my weight throughout the years for a very long time. So I just came down to it. I said, Lord, help me, Lord. But I'm doing what I need to do. Not only asking God to help me, but I'm also putting in work. And I've been, losing weight. I've been healthier ever since. I've been feeling good ever since. I wake up from like a 4-hour nap or something like that. And I feel energized. So, just asking God to just help you is honestly, it's where it's at right now.
Wow.
So if you need help, y'all better phone God, because
Awesome. Wonderful. So what would you say is your biggest challenge that you face to date?
To date, so hard question. But if I were to pick any challenge that I faced, is the challenge I'm in right now with golf, because you're always going to face challenges. Everything's not going to be perfect.
Right.
So right now I'm in the middle of making an edit to my swing. And so when you're in the middle of these edits, these drastic changes, everything's going to feel weird, because I also have my muscle memory of my prior swing. So now I'm switching it up a little bit, and it doesn't feel great. But I know this is a challenge I have to go through to be better. So I do work with my coach on it.
Right.
So yeah, that's the challenge that I'm in right now. I know I'll get through it, and another one will come up. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Awesome. Now, do you have a video of your swing?
I should.
No. I mean, like, are you able to watch it? Like, does your school record you with your swing, or does your place where you work? Because I always think it's important to actually see yourself
Yeah.
doing it. Because sometimes you're like, why you got that little hitch? Be like, no, I don't have no hitch, but then you
Yeah.
can see it. So, but have you ever seen yourself actually like?
Like my swing coach, we have this technology at the golf course. It's an indoor place, and it videotapes your swing. It
Right.
shows you your weight movement. It shows you your hips.
Wow.
And you're able to like draw things on it, like lines and things like alignments. So we use that to like So I've seen my swing. There are a lot of videos of my swing, and
Wow.
because you really with the swing is that you feel yourself doing this, but it's not like that at all.
Right.
So
right,
you
right.
have to be able to see that video every time, and you're like, wow, I didn't know I took it back that far.
Right,
Or
right,
I didn't
right,
know
right.
you did, So
Right.
yeah.
Awesome. I have to now even with playing soccer as a goalie, I gotta ask because we got about 10 minutes left on the show. I know it went kind of fast, but do you have to study your opponent? Like I know how, and if not, then that's fine. But I just want to ask you because I know how some pitchers or some hitters rather, they'll study the pitchers in terms of their count, or if they throw a fastball first or a curveball typically. Do you have to like watch film of other teams that you play, or that's not really at this point what you do?
No, not really, because my team and we always win the division every year. So there's really nothing
So
to
we don't have to
study.
really watch.
But it also helped me like skill wise, because I have really fast reflexes. I'm really like quick. You know,
Yeah.
I don't look it, but I'm very, very quick on my feet, and my reflexes are like unbelievable. So that really helps as well.
I
So,
love it. Awesome. Well, listen, we got about 9 minutes left on the show. I got a few more questions, and if we don't get to all of them, I'll bring you back. What would you say, again, because this show is really to encourage, again, anyone of all ages to really not, again, only dream, but take that step. What would you say is the 1, 2, or 3 things that you could think of in terms of qualities that has helped you get to where you are, that was important to you? Again, I know for me, having a commitment to what I'm focused on, is something where I have to like really spend time. So what would you say are some of the qualities that you feel is important for someone watching you now and hearing you say, wow, MVP in golf in high school to be the most valuable player, which is saying is a wonderful achievement, and to be the starting goalie for Division II collegiate school, it's phenomenal. So what would you say are some of the key qualities that has helped you get to where you are that could help that person watching now?
Growing up, I've always been a very hard worker. I've always wanted to do really well in everything I did, whether it was academically or, athletically, or literally just walking the sidewalk,
Hold on
anything.
one second. We got a phone call.
Okay.
Hi, caller.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I hear God is good. He's been good to us, but how does your spirituality affect, or how did your spirituality bring you where you are today? Because I hear that you love the Lord, or you put God first. Just tell me, how does that affect you right now, of who you are?
Okay.
So I always hear the scripture, faith without works is dead. So faith can also apply to simple things as wanting to make the soccer team or wanting to be the MVP. So having that faith that you want to do this and achieve this, you have to put it into action. You have to go out. You have to go work out. You have to follow your regimen, as Anita says, and you have to stay consistent. So if you just use the scriptures to guide you, and every time I'm thinking, oh, I want this, I want that, what am I going to do about it? I have to put it into action. So That's how I take my spirituality and put it into my sports, academics, and such.
I'm coming to your church. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, just like my sister said, faith without works is dead. Just like I said earlier, you're sitting down, you ask God to move his chair. He's not going to do that. But God can do other bigger things for you, like help you lose weight, help you get on the team. So it's all about just staying faithful, but not only faithful, doing your part in what you're asking God for.
Awesome. Thank you, caller, so much for
Thank
calling
you.
in. We appreciate you very
Thank
much.
you.
And so you were talking about one or two or three of the qualities that has helped you reach the place of where you are. So go ahead.
Yeah, like I was saying, I've always been a hard worker and always wanted to do my best in whatever I was ever doing. But I was never a fully consistent, being consistent. I was never like really about that. But now growing older, I know I want to be a soccer star. I want to play professionally, and this is what I have to do. I have to be consistent. It's so important to be consistent in what you want to do. You can't just lay around and expect something to happen to you. A lot of people say, I'm not going on to this team because, the color of my skin. Are you being consistent? Every time I go out on the field, I ask God to let people see my talent and not my color, because that's just very important to me.
Wow.
So are you being consistent? Are you doing what you need to do on and off the field, especially off the field, because nobody sees you off the field. So when I'm working, nobody's seeing me off the field. But when they come see me play, they're like, that girl is doing what she needs to do.
Awesome.
So it's important to stay consistent in what you do and what you love.
Phenomenal.
So in regards to like younger children, be sure to like have fun and love what you do.
Yeah, very important.
That's like
Very.
so important.
Yes.
You know how like when you go to like soccer practice or something like that and you're really young, they're always like, have fun.
Right.
That's applicable to any other age, being 17 and being 19. So you have to love what you do and know that like there's always a time where you could just let loose and everything doesn't have to be about pressure build up and such. So yeah.
Wow.
So important. Yeah.
Phenomenal. Listen, we got about 5 minutes left on the show. I'm so excited to have my wonderful nieces here with me. And I mean, my cousin. Y'all remember my niece? My cousin?
Nieces.
Thank you. Listen, I'm hard with the family tree. I'm terrible with the but I'm so proud of you both. I am so proud of you both. I mean, more than you could ever know. More than you can really ever know. And it has nothing to do with sports. Nothing. If you didn't play sports, I'll be proud of you.
Thank you.
So I'm so proud of just you as an individual and who you are. And I just know that there's no limit. There's no limit to where, you're going to go. I know you're putting God into your life, before your life. And that's an added factor. That's going to open up those doors. So, again, I'm so proud of you. But before we give you the last word, listen, we're here every Monday night, y'all, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock right here on Hamilton Radio, Inspiration with Troy Alexander. So continue to follow us. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all of your kind words. So, again, share the video. Encourage someone. Let them know. Listen, it's not what you can do it. You can achieve any level that you want to achieve. And I'll just say that, and I'll give them the last words, is that, listen, before I became the MVP of my high school baseball team, listen, it took a lot of sacrifice. And I was hurt during that process. There was a process of hurt, but I took the hurt and I put it into my practice. And I got better. What do you say? Off, not in front of everybody, but on my own. So those times when nobody's watching you and seeing you, I was practicing. So all I encourage you to do is listen, take whatever it is that you've dealt with, put it together and say, you know what? I'm going to make a commitment to be better and to be the best at whatever it is I set my mind to. So listen, we got about 3 minutes left. Anything else you all want to share about your experience to encourage anyone, or if you want to share any social media, if you want people to follow you, if not, that's okay. But any last word before we let you go?
My Instagram is Amanda.Jenkins_Amanda.Jenkins_. So follow me and follow my journey.
Awesome. Any last words you want to share? You good?
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
And just, stick to what you do and be encouraged.
Awesome.
I just want to say, keep God first. The sky's the limit. Don't let anybody change you. Stay true to yourself. That's so important. And stay committed. Stay consistent, So my Instagram is Anetha.xoxo, ANETHA.XOXO. So follow me, DM me, whatever you need. I'm here for you guys. You're never alone. You always have someone to talk to. Even if it's not your family members, God always gives you somebody to talk to. So stay blessed. Have a good day. Love you guys.
Awesome. Can we give it up for these amazing young ladies? Again, Anita Virginia Jenkins. Again, 19 years old, and she is the starting Goalie at Georgian, am I saying it right? Georgian Court University.
Yes.
I got it right? And I'm telling you, phenomenal goalie, phenomenal person, phenomenal athlete. Then we have, again, Amanda Lee Jenkins, 17-year-old. My goodness, high school, getting ready to go into your
Junior year.
She is the MVP of her golf 2019, the Coaches Award 2018 at the Hun
School in Princeton, New Jersey.
So I'm going to give a shout out because I got the sweatshirt. So shout out to Hun Raiders.
Raiders
Hun
for
Raiders
life.
and Georgia Court University.
Yes. Lions.
There you go.
Raiders
So let's
and
give it up,
Lions.
y'all. So I'm so proud of them both. So again, continue to follow us on Hamilton Radio right here every Monday night. You can download the app Hamilton Radio 3.0. Follow us on Channel 2. Thank you to Ruben. Thank you to Karen. Thank you to our producers Will. Everybody behind the scenes. Thank you, Deb, again for allowing your girls to come and Art. Appreciate you all. Love you all. Thank you so much. Have a great night. And we'll see you next Monday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Hamilton Radio. Have a great night. This is Troy Alexander.